Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. I'm in my backyard today. This is a video, I guess. I was feeling good, you know. Came home, and I came home and I was just feeling good, and I was like, maybe I should make a video because I have absolutely nothing to do with my time, and today is the start of spring break. And if you care, which you probably don't, because who gives a shit, I don't make videos that much because I am 16 and I live in my parents' house still. And that's why I'm in my backyard, because my mom's home and my sister's home. So I can't do it in my room, and I can't do it downstairs, and I can't do it in the living room just in case someone hears me and they'll be like, why is this bitch talking to themselves? And I'll be like, making a video. They'd be like, what is it about? And I'd be like, I don't know, it's just being bored and stuff like that. I know that this is a bit strange. Yeah, I have a weird setup here so you can see me. Anyways, I'll just jabber on about some shit. So, what I'm wearing today is from the thrift store. I bought it a little bit ago. And if you heard someone walking around on the floor, it's my dog. My dog Iggy Wiggy. Not Iggy Wiggy. His real name is Iggy. And he's walking around on the leaves. And you know what happened? So he's looking at me like I'm crazy. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, huh? Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, I guess. If you haven't seen my videos before, my name is Oakley. And my account name is Wolad. Wolad. I'm weird, and I'm trans too. I'm trans, but keep that on the down low, I guess. Even though most people know, I guess. And yeah, I have nothing to do, so I wrote some stuff down on my phone about what I wanted to talk about, even though no one really cares. But I'll just talk about some stuff. What I'm going to talk about today is social struggles I deal with because of my gender identity and anxiety. Okay. Getting a job. The reason that I struggle with getting a job because of my gender identity is because if I get a job, I don't want to be referred to as my birth name, especially in a job. I want to feel comfortable if I'm going to be working with people that I am normally uncomfortable around. And it doesn't even just deal with my gender identity and the anxieties with that, but it's also the general anxiety that I deal with, you know, social and stuff like that. And I really do think that if I felt more comfortable in my body and that I could pass, that I would have an easier time getting a job and feeling comfortable in a job, because I have never had a fucking job. Another thing that I hate to deal with is substitutes in school. My dog walked back over here and he scared me. What are you doing? Oh, I don't think I said this. I came home and I was talking to my mom for 2 seconds, and I had the door to my room open just a little bit, and Iggy went in my room. He has a leaf stuck in his beard. He went in my room, and he threw up as soon as I got home, basically, and he threw up a whole roll of deli meat or something like that and crackers, because like just a little teeny tiny bit before that I gave him some cracker, and my mom had fed him earlier as well, And then he threw it all up in my room, and I almost threw up cleaning it up. Back to the topic. I don't like having a substitute in school because of the anxiety of because of the anxieties surrounding my gender identity. Because if I have a substitute, they get a different list than my teachers do, and instead of having my preferred name on it, it just says my legal name. And when they're like, oh, is this person here? I don't like to be referred to as that, so it's hard for me to do that. Dogs are running around with a cup. Yeah. Because this year I am Oakley. I'm not my birth name. And yeah. Speed this up a little bit. Gym class. I know it's like there's comics out there and stuff about oh boys and girls, and then I'm in the middle, but it's a lot more uncomfortable than that. It's a lot more uncomfortable than that. In my class, they don't really do that, or I feel like because my teacher this year now knows that I'm like trans or whatever, we haven't done a thing where we split into boys and girls. Thank God, because I mean, if we did, I'd just sit out and say, oh, I don't feel good, I don't want to participate today. The thing that is kind of a big deal is how there is the boys' locker room and the girls' locker room. And since my teacher knows, I kind of brought it up to her like a little bit at the beginning of school, and I don't know, I don't really remember what I said. But so basically I can go to the nurse instead of going into the locker room, which is, I guess, unheard of because no one knows about trans people or something like that. But yeah, so I do that, and I asked the lady in the nurse's room, I'm like, for gym class, instead of going to the locker room, can I come here? Like, sit here before the bell rings? And she's like, yeah, sure, because she's nice. And yeah, I kind of feel like I'm invading, but whatever. There was this one time I was walking out, like I was going to the nurse's room, and like one of the, I don't know how to, like superintendent, or just like someone with a lot of power in my school, she's like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going to the nurse's office. She's like, do you got a pass? And I'm like, no. And she's like, go get a pass and then you could go. And then I was like, okay. And I just went back into the gym room and I just stood there till the bell rang. And then this other time I was going to the nurse too, because that's what I do. And the guy who like watches over the guys in the boys' room, like the boys' locker room, he's like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going to the nurse. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Another thing is getting called my correct gender identity thing, but then them fixing it, and also when they call me the right thing, but I get nervous because I don't think I can actually pass, and they'll just do the other thing that the other person did. If that doesn't make sense, what I mean is, if somebody calls me a guy and then they call me a girl, like they made a mistake. People who don't know me by my preferred name, or who do but forget. So this year I had an issue in my photography class because we were in groups, and it would have been all fine and everything like that, but I had somebody who I used to be best friends with in 4th grade, or like for a while, and it was just really weird because there was somebody else in my class who had the same legal name as me, and that kind of got confusing to the teacher and to my past friend. And then there's some other people who I'm not really close friends with, but I kind of used to be, and they don't really acknowledge me as Oakley. I don't know, they don't care. That's it. Thank you for watching, and